Hey guys, it's your friend Kobe here, and I don't know how big of a fan you are of Walmart, but you gotta admit that Walmart is pretty big and pretty successful. In 2022, Walmart made over $573 billion in revenue in just 1 year. So what is it that's made Walmart so successful? What sets them apart from every other general store and grocery store? In this video, I'll explain how Walmart got started, what business decisions made it so powerful, and what competition it may have in the future. If you guys like videos like this, then actually give it a like. Liking it tells YouTube that this is a good video and that more people should see it. And if you like learning about the world of business and finance, make sure you subscribe so you can see more videos when I upload them. And now let's jump into how Walmart got so big. The year is 1950, and Sam Walton just bought a branch of the Ben Franklin 5 and Dime store in Newport, Arkansas, and named it Walton's 5 and Dime. Within a couple of years, Walton had gotten 9 of these stores under his ownership, and at that point, Walton realized that the future lay not just in variety stores, but in discount stores. So instead of pursuing the Walton's 5 and Dime store, the Waltons went for something even bigger and established the first Walmart in Bentonville, Arkansas in 1962. The grand opening was a smashing success. Walton's focus for Walmart from the very beginning was to pass the savings on to customers. This wasn't completely out of the goodness of his heart though, but Walton did believe that addressing customers' concerns should drive the business strategy. By making customers happy, the business would succeed, and then it's a win-win. He decided that he could increase sales quickly if he cut his own profit margin to make these discounts. Within 5 years, he had 24 Walmarts running in Arkansas, and the next year he started spreading outside of the state. Walton also focused on how he treated his workers. He believed that his staff had great ideas for his company, and he considered them partners. He prioritized good relationships among his employees and emphasized everyone working together. By embracing these qualities, there were 276 Walmarts by 1980. That same year, Walmart's annual sales hit $1 billion, which is about the equivalent to $3.6 billion today. And at the time, no other store had grown so quickly. A couple of years later in 1983, Sam Walton also started Sam's Club, a retail warehouse club like Costco, which had opened just a few years earlier in 1976. Sam's Club now has 600 locations and has been a great asset to the Walmart company. Also in 1983, Sam made a bet with his employees that if they could increase the profits of the company by 8% before the end of the year, he would dance the hula on Wall Street. Sure enough, they got it, an 8.04% increase in profits. So Sam went out there and danced the hula in a full-fledged grass skirt and all. So I'm editing this video right now, and when I wrote the script, I didn't realize that there was actually a video of our good friend Sam Walton doing the hula, and I was just gonna put a picture on there, but there's video. So here's the video, and then we're gonna jump right back into the educational part.
I'm fulfilling an obligation to our employees. I wagered with them a year and a half ago that in the year of 1983, they never could possibly achieve a better than 8% net profit corporately.
By Walmart's 25th anniversary, Walmart had grown to about 1,200 locations in the US. Part of Walmart's fast growth was due to using technology to stay organized. They were the first company to use a satellite to connect the businesses nationally and use that satellite to keep track of sales and inventory. This adoption of technology gave them a competitive advantage against other general stores because it helped them reduce costs, which further led to customers wanting to shop at Walmart because of the low prices. In 1988, Walmart opened its first supercenter, combining general merchandise with a full-scale supermarket. This was innovative at the time because no other big names had this much variety. Kmart tried to copy Walmart a few years later by opening a Big K, their version of a Walmart supercenter, and Sears never really went in for the idea of a supercenter. Ironically, originally Walton had focused on Walmart's growth in more rural areas to avoid competition with these giant retailers, but in the end, Walmart crushed these companies. There are now only 3 Kmarts and 42 Sears left in the United States, which is far from their peaks of 2,486 and 3,500 respectively. By 1990, Walmart was the nation's #1 retailer, and they started to spread throughout the world. But this took patience and wasn't always direct. Walmart had to acquire stakes in other companies to get into places like Chile, open an outlet in India as a joint venture with a company called Barty, and go through the long and arduous process of lots of red tape in many other countries. But over time, they built up a global presence. However, you wouldn't necessarily recognize these Walmarts throughout the world if you weren't watching this video, because there are about 60 names for a Walmart or Walmart-owned store in the world. For example, in the UK it's called Asda, in Japan it's called Seiyu, in India it's called Best Price, and in China it's called Trustmart, and so on and so forth. These names make the store sound more appealing by making it feel more local to the various cultures. There's actually a term for this called glocalization. Essentially, a global brand will specifically adopt local aspects for its business to better appeal to consumers in that area. Someone in the UK who didn't like America might not shop at a Walmart, but they might not even know that Asda is owned by Walmart. It's a kind of cool and honestly ingenious strategy. In addition to spreading globally, Walmart acquired Flipkart, Jet.com, Voodoo.com, and Bonobos. They also started the Great Value brand in 1993, which is earlier than Costco started Kirkland or Winco started its own brand. In 2002, Walmart was named America's largest corporation. They began online purchase options with in-store pickup in 2007, again trying to stay ahead of the curve. They also worked to improve their reputation as a bad place to work that had built up over the years by increasing their minimum wage. In 2015, Walmart's minimum wage was $9 an hour, and it's currently $15 an hour. So they've actually made some pretty big strides in improving their relationship with their workers. Currently, Walmart has 2.2 million employees and 10,500 stores. Its revenue in 2022 is $573 billion. Walmart currently has a market cap of just under $400 billion, and since the Waltons retained a decent ownership stake in it, their family is really wealthy. Sam's daughter Alice is the second richest woman in the world, and his son Rob bought the Broncos last year for $4.65 billion. Although this graph shows that Walmart is steadily making more and more money each year, when we think about inflation, the difference isn't quite as extreme as it may look. Inflation since 2012 has been about 29%. So if you take 29% of $572 billion, that accounts for about $166 billion of the difference across the graph. So Walmart is still growing and gaining business, but not necessarily as fast or as big as the graph makes it look. At this point, we've talked about how Walmart became all-powerful, but will they remain all-powerful? If anyone could be a threat to Walmart at this point, as far as providing a general store experience, the only competition could really be Amazon, Target, and Costco. To start, Amazon's revenue has been increasing like crazy. This graph is nothing to joke about. You can hold a banana up to this and the graph is still more curved. Walmart still makes more revenue than Amazon, but considering that Amazon only runs about 89 physical stores, whereas Walmart has to maintain costs for over 10,500 store locations, Amazon gets to keep a lot more of its profits. Walmart also has way more employees to pay, like 56% more employees than Amazon does. Unless Amazon expands in retail, they can never fully replace Walmart, because shipping in most suburban or rural places will never be as fast or as cost effective as just going to the store. Now, to be fair, Amazon did buy Whole Foods as a way to enter the grocery store game, so they are kind of stepping on Walmart's toes here. So with Amazon encroaching on Walmart's turf, Walmart is trying to compete with Amazon's tactics with Amazon's tactics. In 2022, Walmart invested heavily into e-commerce, and they made $73.2 billion in just e-commerce revenue. That's little compared to Amazon's $502 billion, but it's still competition, and Walmart's numbers are going up even if Amazon's numbers are still so much bigger. Amazon is definitely taking market share from Walmart, but if Walmart can build up their e-commerce presence, they could become a serious online competitor in the future. Could they ever catch up to Amazon? I'm not sure. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Walmart's next competitor, Target, or Target as many people like to say, is more similar to Walmart than Amazon in that it's a physical general department store and it even sells food and produce like Walmart. However, my experience says that the produce there is generally quite a bit more expensive and there's much less variety. Target's revenue is going up, and it actually has done particularly better over the last couple of years, but it's still about a fifth of what Walmart makes. Target also hasn't branched out as much by taking up other businesses through things like Walmart did with Bonobos and Sam's Club. However, they are trying to improve their e-commerce game like Walmart is. Either way though, Target really isn't a competitor to Walmart because they target different demographics. The average income of a shopper at Target is around $80,000 a year, whereas the average income of a Walmart shopper is $45,000 a year. So although the product offering and size is similar to Walmart, they aren't really fighting for the same customers. Costco is also a competitor for Walmart, at least considering that Walmart is connected to Sam's Club. In total, Costco has about 847 locations, whereas Sam's Club only has 600. But whereas Walmart and Target are both basically in every city, Sam's Club dominates some areas and Costco dominates others. The popularity of each basically just depends on the area. They both sell bulk food and require memberships, and honestly, it's hard to say if anyone will win out in a war between Sam's Club and Costco. But the point is that Costco isn't really a direct competitor to Walmart stores. Walmart's foundation on low prices and working together has helped it become one of the most successful companies in the world. But Amazon and other stores aren't making it any easier for Walmart to keep climbing higher than they already have. Let me know what your thoughts on Walmart are in the comments below. We're constantly influenced by people and places around us, like Walmart, without even thinking about the impacts these things have. If you want to learn more about how other business and financial topics influence you, like why the gender pay gap exists, check out this video, and make sure you subscribe and give this video a like. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next time.